Hi, this is Stuart Lowry, President and CEO of Sunflower Electric Power Corporation. Today I'm going to answer some of the questions about the February cold weather event, specifically the rolling service interruptions that occurred during the week that we had the extremely cold weather. Sunflower is a wholesale generation and transmission electric utility that provides service to the 7 members that own us. One of those members likely provides service to you. Several weeks ago, in the central U.S., from our northern border extending down into Texas, historically low and prolonged winter temperatures caused an increased need for electricity that went well beyond the average winter demand. Kansas is part of the Southwest Power Pool, known sometimes as the SPP, which manages energy delivery in a 14-state region. The extreme cold weather overlaid almost directly with the entire SPP region, as you can see from the map. During the cold weather, SPP directed all of its members to issue public appeals for electricity conservation. They did that because they forecasted a potential shortfall in the generation resources across the entire region that would be required to serve electric demand. The hope was that conservation could avert the need to issue planned interruptions of electricity to homes and businesses. Unfortunately, even with the conservation measures that you and others all across the 14-state region put in place, and we do thank you for all that you did to help, there simply was not enough electricity to meet demand on February 15 and February 16. For the first time in its 80-year history, SPP had to implement its highest level of Energy Emergency Alert, EEA3, directing all transmission operators across the entire SPP footprint, including Sunflower, to shed or interrupt load. This was done to prevent what could have been longer or more widespread outages. When an EEA3 is declared, all transmission owners in the entire SPP, including Sunflower, are directed to shed or cut service to a specific amount of load. Sunflower and our members plan for these events by designating small load blocks of different sizes throughout the Sunflower system that can be used to total the amount of load we are required to shed. When the order comes from the SPP, Sunflower has just a few minutes to execute the load sheds. We did our best to keep these planned interruptions as short as possible. If the EEA3 event continues beyond 30 or so minutes, we have to disconnect additional load before we can restore the first block of customers that have been interrupted. The load shed lasted 1 hour and 7 minutes on February 15, during which Sunflower had to shed 14 megawatts of load, and just over 3 hours and 21 minutes on February 16th, during which Sunflower had to shed up to 60 megawatts of load. No one individual customer would have been without power for the entire duration of these events, as we rotated the circuits that were interrupted as set forth in our load blocks. Due to the way load sheds are designed, not everyone experienced a power interruption during the storm. We do apologize for the hardship it caused those that were without power for any time frame during the February event. Thank you all for your understanding, and know that the disruptions in service, as inconvenient as they may be, prevented what could have otherwise been a much longer and more widespread disruption in service.